Let's go, baby. Let's go. The money is flowing. Bitcoin sitting pretty for all coins to rip, baby. We're making massive gains. The P&L is out. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
never pay up. You owe a lot, baby, promise you can never. Real block vibe, promise you can never pay up. You owe a lot, baby, promise you can never. Real block vibe, promise you can never pay up. You owe a lot, baby, promise you can never. Real block vibe, promise you can never pay up. You owe a lot, baby, promise you can never.
Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. This is the voice of crypto, Sam Price. Welcome to the show, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you on this beautiful Saturday. We don't take days off just because it's the weekend. We work 7 days a week. My business is open all the time, baby. All around the world, you can jump on in and take a subscription. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Are you still out there? Are you still awake? Who hasn't slept all night but taking gains? Bang, bang, bang. Sam doesn't sleep in a bull run. There's no time to sleep when you're making that much money. P&L ripping. Absolute insanity. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, look, today I just checked on it. I don't even know if I should shoot. $40,000 in a day. I'll take it. Portfolio up 10%, as you can see. Not a huge deal, but I mean, that's how you know. But we piled to get that done. We had to pile into SEI. We made $7 grand there. Piled into NEAR. Piled into Ondo. Piled into Render. Piled into DOGE. You know, piled into ARKM. Piled into NAKA. Piled into FET. Piled into TIA. Piled into AI Tech. Piled into Maneki. You know what I mean? Piled into Beam. I'm throwing 5, 10, you know what I mean? It does, man. And some of these we started with 2, 3 grand at the beginning of we started with 2 grand a Beam in the beginning of the bear market. We bought WIF when it first came out, 30 cents. I mean, GALA when it started. These are all bear market bags too as well. I'm showing off my bags right now. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Let's go. And that's only one portfolio, baby. We got so many. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. How about XRP? How about Cardano? How about Chainlink? The oldies getting the boom to the upside, baby. The oldies getting the boom to the upside. Let's talk about bitty Bitcoin. I see Cardano about to rip to the flag. 160. I'm eyeing it. If you were in the trading group, I gave this perfect setup. It was absolutely lovely and absolutely beautiful. Right there. Look at that. Boom. And on the 1 hour, tight moving averages. It was on that high volume node. Where are you? There you go. Is the high volume node right there. I love buying into the node. The gap in the VRVP told us we were going right to 110. You see the gap? It's so simple, my friends. Buy and sell order right there. Ready to rock. And now we have another big move here. It looks like Cardano is going to head up to 160. Get your super chats in. This is a altcoin morning. Altcoin extreme stream. An altcoin extreme stream right now, telling you exactly what's happening with these altcoins. Cardano has broken out of the flag already, as you can see. That thing is about to moon again. People are just going crazy for it. The institutions, the big money, the pension funds, they all want in. He's going to be running the government. Why wouldn't you want his coin? You would just be, it would behoove you. So Cardano about to take a big ripski to the Epski out this flag. Position yourself right there. Stop loss could even be below 101. And then just, oh my gosh. Cardano hits a 2-year high of 97. 97. It went to 115. Let's see what the high here is on Mexi's spot. Cardano had ripped all the way to 115.33 on the 33. Can you take a look at COTI? I think it's about to explode. What do the charts convey? Let's change think to the charts convey it's about to explode. How about you resend that super? Now, what if I was like how about you resend that super chat? You write it the right way. Remember when you got in trouble at school? How about you walk back around and come the right way now? Show us you can do it the right way. Please, get lost. Let's go, Sammy. I shout out to Sam, the most transparent guy in the space. Peace and love, brother. And chat, if you're not in the 99, then what are you up to? To get a look in the mirror and jump in for the best TA in the game, baby. My man, we nailed it. We called the bottom. We got price discovery locked in. We were riding it all the way up. We're going to show you what I see happening for Bitcoin still as it sits. And honestly, Bitcoin still may pump. It still may pump. I'm still in my Bitcoin longs, just sitting there waiting for them to pop. I haven't seen a reason to sell them yet. The bears have not taken me out. So, bro, I love you, but the previous players was way better. Bring them back, please. Man, this guy. Shout out to you, man. God bless you. Thank you for being here. What should be the take profit for dough? Brett broke out of the flag, headed to 30 cents. Interesting. Yeah. HNT going to bang, somebody says. Okay. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat. Blair Cypher, super nice of you. You didn't have to give and you did. That's going to come back to you tenfold. When you give money to other people, when your energy goes to someone else's cause, so much energy is brought back to you. You tell the universe that you just got it, and the universe responds in kind. A huge pump is coming here in the 1 hour. Look at this. This is about to moon to the upside like I've never seen. Cardano is about to rip. I'm a big Cardano holder and very happy seeing Cardano ripping as we speak. It's about to rip again. I see Cardano ripping all these coins. It looks very nice. So the 1 hour time frame. Okay. Wow. And we got a super chat here on COTI. Let's take a look at COTI. So we got a setup here for COTI. You can see it finally made that, consolidation. And then, funny, I had it right there and it boomed to the upside. Broke the 200 MA. See, whenever you get tight moving averages and you're near the 200 MA about to cross it, it's very smart to either front run it or just buy it right when the candle starts to break above it. I do it many times in a very frothy market too. I mean, you're ready to rock. But the daily 200 MA is your easy choice to just make gains. It's not that hard to make gains here anymore. You wait for coins to get near that 200 MA, you get in and you hold for 4 to 6 weeks. You sell off each leg, right? Or you're ready to hold for each up and down moment. COTI looks like it is about to break out. That target will take you to 22 cents. That's a 50% gain. That's 7 cents on 14. I mean, that's pretty nice, right? 58%. Stop loss below this key level, 13, and let this thing rip to the upside. Thank you for all the hard work. Enjoy your Saturday. Hey, God bless you, man. God bless you. Thank you so much, Satoshi, for the $19.99, man. God bless you. Thank you so much. Itchy scalp today, man. Dry hair. Had to put the heat on that last night a little bit. It's cold here in Florida, man. I didn't know it got down to 50 degrees, man. What the heck? Freezing my took off out here in Florida. Okay, can you look at Stellar, XLM? COTI's still around. We'll take a... Yeah, COTI is still around. Isn't that funny? A lot of these old coins are still kicking from back in the day. Pretty interesting. All right. I mean, they're coming back. Almost every coin comes out. It's crazy how much liquidity. How could they pump every coin? But it is what it is. Let's take a look at the greenery here on Crypto Bubbles. It's going to blow us down, blow us away. I hope you're sitting down. Wow, look at that. Desync, Destra, we were talking about that thing. Saga pumping, Vthor, Chia, you name it, it's up. Like you name it. There's COTI right there. YGG, UMA. And gaming coins are starting to make a comeback here. I'm starting to see a bigger move here in gaming. So that's on the radar. There's just a lot to think about. In the last week, you can see booming SNEC taking one of the bigger gains. SNEC is a meme coin on Cardano. All right. I just gave a Cardano setup for the next meme, the hottest meme coin on Cardano besides that, which I believe. I gave it to the trading group. If you want to know what it is, I would join that trading group today. Link right here in the pinned comment. We make it very simple to get to. Hit that link right there. Go to cryptolifer.com. We had the ADA setup, the XRP setup. Even if you didn't even know how to trade, the setups were very simple to see, very simple to look at. Gave you an entry, a stop loss, a take profit. They hit. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. They played out perfectly. We're doing a Black Friday sale if you want to jump on in. All right. We're doing an exclusive discount to the lifers who sign up to this link below. There's a link below. Sign up to that link. Fill out the form. You're going to get access to a discount coupon code 24 hours before the Black Friday sale. That's going to give you access to the Black Friday sale and an additional discount that I've never done before at that price. I've done it before, but never at this price. So check it out. This is happening this week. It's available. Sign up to that form. You'll get the email 24 hours before Black Friday. It'll give you an exclusive discount you can't get anywhere else. You just have to do that one action for me and sign up to our consent newsletter so you can get more stuff from us. We can talk to you, give you more discounts and awesome things. We'll never harass you or anything. We'll just give you awesome stuff. So COTI going to the upside here at 23 cents, booming to the upside. Bobo going to 4643835. That is my target for Bobo. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Follow me at CryptoLifer, at CryptoLifer33 at the 333. See that? It's all lining up together. It's all lining up together. Texas Stock Exchange coming out. It's going to be a big deal. All right. Wow, man. Massive gains coming in. Let's take a look at a BTC update, shall we? And look at Bitcoin from the top down. It's been boring. It's been altcoin season, baby. And everyone's like, when altcoin season? You'll know. But you don't wait to buy in altcoin season. You start buying years before altcoin season to get the best prices possible. So, you know, the thing about Bitcoin is it still wants to kind of do its thing here. And I mean, that's tight consolidation. You can even put it here in that flag, and it's in a flag right now, for sure. Measured move is right there. If it breaks out, that's going to pump. That could still happen. Still on the table here is a pump for Bitcoin. 1 hour looking tasty as well. So I'm not giving up. I think people are thinking, oh, we're not hitting that 100K. Looks like 100K by Thanksgiving is still likely here. Okay? Still likely. Unbelievable time to be alive. And here we go. Can Bitcoin get the pump? Right now, the 1 hour looks great, but we've had this right there. Actually, the last time the 1 hour looked good, we did get a pretty good pump. We're recharging up now. Can we get the momentum to the upside? Let's take a look at what we're seeing here on the smaller time frames. You can see there's a resistance. The main one is right there at 98,900. Bring it down even a little bit on those candles. Yeah, 98.8, 98.9. We bust through that, then we're going to have to take out that 99, and then, you know, funny, new all-time highs. Isn't this so crazy? And the actual high here, the highest Bitcoin ever was 99,588 and a penny. All right? 98,588 and a penny. All right? Hold on one second. So, we're back in action. Bit of a falling wedge here, too, on the 1 hour time frame. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. It's actually, even though it's hard to see, it's a bit of a cup and handle. I mean, there's your cup, and there's your handle. It's a bit of a cup and handle there for Bitcoin. Your measured move, too, the smaller measured move would take you here to about $100,936. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin as it continues to show signs of pump to the upside. Even the 4 hour showing a reversal that's still possible. The 8 hour didn't look amazing today, and it may want to dump down. That's, you know, we have the gap, but small time frames take precedent when things start to pump. You have to kind of get into the, and they'll just keep pumping until they don't. And so what I watch now is the 15-minute 200 MA. That's kind of my go-to time frame. And as long as we hold that, which we almost broke it, but we did not. As long as we hold this 15-minute 200 MA, let me move this here, this yellow line, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. If we were to break that this morning or last night, it's likely we could have dumped down to what? The 30-minute 200 MA, which is waiting for us down here. And that would have taken price at least to 97,000 if we do dump. Let's look at our supports, because we looked at our resistance. You know, obviously we'll come and test this area here at 98,000, 98, and then 97,107. And then this little chunk here. Once we lose 98,107, though, there's a pretty fast gap down all the way to 94,000. We do have this little wick here. We could get a hold at 96, but it would be more likely you would drop from these nodes all the way back down, because there's just a big gap here in the high volume node. Is that going to happen? Highly unlikely if we stay above the 200 MA here on the 15-minute time frame. So I'm still bullish until we are curving, though. See how this is starting to curve? And usually it's a rollover. And, you know, rounded tops do not pay the bills. And Bitcoin is starting to round a top. If that was a rounded bottom, we would start to think that was kind of the end of the dump. There's some bearish divergence there. So, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm in the middle. It could go either way. It has some symmetrical triangle-esque vibes here at the end of the day. And so this is kind of what I see, and I believe we're going to find out today what's going to happen, because we're getting tight inside that channel. And we're going to know what Bitcoin is going to do, right? It's going to tell us. If it loses the 200 MA on the 15-minute, sad to say, you know, they could fake us out and bring it right back in. But more likely is we're going to drop further down. And, you know, just for now, the rally may cool off. The Bitcoin rally. Now, I think altcoins continue to pump. They may not even care. You have to remember, tons of money came in. Tons of money. Now people are selling off in gains, leverage trades, all sorts, and there's money out there. There's extra money. And what do people do with it? Well, they want to buy altcoins with it, right? Why not? You know, you made a bunch of cash trading leverage. Now you got Tether. So they don't buy run into Bitcoin. So you can kind of see like people sell, and then people aren't like, you know, they're not as heavy into the leverage trade. And so Bitcoin loses a little bit of volume and people rush in. And then we talked about that with Bitcoin dominance getting this beautiful dump to the downside. And look, I even had it all wow, like, and that's when alts just absolutely pump. But it makes me wonder, what if Bitcoin rips up and we just, you know, Bitcoin dominance might start acting kind of like a bungee cord here. But so far, so good. I mean, this is beautiful. The wedge let out. We were right there last, you know, when we talked about it. We got the bump back to the upside here. We got rejected. We lost this key level. And you can see 58.5 is literally our next level. Looks like, and I don't see anything really stopping this. So now look at this. I mean, it's straight down. I'm looking for a bear flag or something here on the smaller time frames. And you could just see people are just dumping their Bitcoin for altcoins. And when you see this too, we can duplicate Bitcoin. You want to kind of get into the nitty gritty and you want to start looking at some BTC pairs. This is how you really become a boss of your world. You don't wait for someone to show you. You know what it is. So now we go to like Sol BTC, and that should be beating up on Bitcoin. Like you should see a big pump there. If you don't see a pump on Sol Bitcoin, there's something going on. And like, look at that move. And then you can kind of see this is what a lot of these altcoins are doing right now. Right? And remember, we gave you the Sol Bitcoin trade. We've been talking about it for a long, long time. See, there's an Adam and Eve double bottom there. And we even have exactly how to trade it with the entry, the stop loss, and where we're going. And that's going to turn Bitcoin into more Bitcoin with Solana. All right. And I'll go just zoom in here so you can, I'll show you what I see happening. So this is another beautiful flag. Look at that shoulder, head, right shoulder. That in itself is another bigger channel that wants to also break to the upside. You can just see how the math is made here. And that takes you exactly to the next resistance area, which is so interesting. Sol BTC. Just a beautiful trade as Sol continues to beat up the market here. Sol goes to an all-time high. Solana, all-time high for Solana. So that takes care of your Bitcoin for the day. You can see what Bitcoin's doing. There's no question for you. It's tight inside this channel. If you lose the 200 MA on the 15-minute, you're also going to lose this point of control. You have a gap here that takes you back down somewhere to 97,400. Don't be surprised if that's what happens to the downside. However, as long as that doesn't happen, you have to remain bullish. So I stay inside a long here with a stop loss down here. If Bitcoin rips, I get to ride it and post my awesome gain. If it dumps, I say, hey, I tried to find that. I went for it. I attempted to make the win. I did it. I opened the trade. I attempted to make the gain. It didn't happen, but I still was there in case it did. Okay. And that's kind of how I stand. Looking here at BOOKMAP, link in the description to BOOKMAP. I do sell it. I do get a commission if you buy it. I do not, they do not sponsor the channel though. So look up here. 100,000 Bitcoin still. The order is waiting for the shorts to get absolutely squeezed. There's way more orders down there than there is up here. This guy still sits down at 85,000. This group, whoever they are, believing they can get Bitcoin at 85,000 one more time. I believe they never will, but you never know. You know what I believe doesn't matter. Let's see what happens in the charts. If we lose to 15, if we start going down, if the 1 hour loses the 200, the story will change. The story will change. Have a sip of water here. So, I'm still in a long, and when Bitcoin stays flat, it's really good for the altcoins. You want Bitcoin sitting in the exact same place. Look, Bitcoin's been sideways. What has been happening? Altcoins have been ripping. This is the most ideal scenario. Bitcoin rips to the upside and then doesn't give it all back. Goes sideways. And altcoins can absolutely demolish the market. Bitcoin dominance just completely collapsing to the downside here. Look at this, just a fall like you've never seen. And finally, altcoin season upon us here as we head into Thanksgiving. Now, the only thing is, like, how much further can we pump? Looks like the big caps are taking a lot of the season. Will we continue to get a bigger move in these smaller caps? And And honestly, it will, if we get a little bit of a dip, it won't be the worst thing in the world, right? I want to kind of talk about gaming right now because not many people are mentioning gaming, all right? Tweak this a little bit, but you can see Nakamoto Games. When this thing wakes up, it wakes up hard. People start talking about it. It becomes the hottest game. It's the hottest thing since sliced bread, right? And so this thing could really take off. Okay. No, but before you had to buy the loaf and cut the loaf yourself, you know what I mean? And then that's the thing, you know, you're at the store, the bread was sliced already. It was out of control. I'm just saying. So, booming here, right? Sorry, I hit that poignant point in my ear there with my voice. But there's a cup and handle for Nakamoto Games. A low, a high, a higher low in the set. First higher low since these massive little, you know, this uptrend for this downtrend. And if you think about it, the downtrend was really nothing. Remember, we were getting to NAKA back down here in the bear market. You guys have been with me. Who here has been with me since down here? We were calling these. So like we haven't sold our bags. We are up on $2,000-$3,000 bags that are still $20,000. You know what I mean? We're going to turn $2-3 grand, $4 or $5 grand into $100,000 many times over. If we stay the course, it can happen. All right, nothing's guaranteed, but it can happen if we stay the course. Look at the volume falling off. That volume's going to come back into gaming like you read about. And so I'm just making a prediction here, and it's obvious, I think. I don't want to be like, I'm that smart. But, you know, we're talking YGG. We're talking Nakamoto Games. We're talking GALA. GALA, like position, you know. And what I do is I have myself positioned in all different places. I'm in RWA. I'm in D-Pin. And I'm just set. And I have my, you know, I'm myself set where I like to be. GALA's about to break out huge. It actually is breaking out as we speak on the daily. Already went over it to the trading group. They know they have almost every setup on every hot coin. Like you name it. You know, from little ones to big ones, top 50. If it was going to pump, you know, and I'm saying I missed something. I'm not going to say I get it all, but we get almost everything. You know, you're going to be very well prepared for this run if you hang out with the lifers. So this looks just like XRP did and ADA did before the pump. I mean, I just feel like 5 cents is inevitable here for GALA as it starts to pump to the upside. Another beautiful move already starting, planned out, ready to rock, right? Your Illuviums, right? Your Immutable X's, all the same thing. This is simple stuff, everybody. Ascending triangles, flat tops, breaking out, pulling out the measured move, hitting the measured move, tight moving averages, ready to go, taking out your long tool. If you're late, you can buy the breakout now. There's a lot of money behind you. Doesn't mean it's not going to go down a little bit. So I don't buy the breakout. I would snipe into a smaller time frame, look for the 7-minute to make a little bit of a flag, and I would trade a 7-minute flag. That would get me into position. As that starts to pump, I could delete that flag, switch back into the 1 hour, and just let my 1 hour continue to take me to Valhalla. You can do things a little more like normally I would never buy a breakout. But when there's this much money in the market and things are ripping, you could possibly make that move. All right. So just one thing to think about here, you know, but buy flags. I only buy flags in 21s. Find a time frame, 5-minute to 7-minute. Make sure the 21's touching price action before you jump on in. Very, very important. 1 minute can also provide a bit of a flag, but it's a little sketchy at times depending. I like my 7. 10-minute isn't too bad. The 15-minute's a little too big when the run really happens, but the 15-minute is also a very solid time frame. Like for me, when bull runs really rock, the 15-minute becomes like my real go-to in and out time frame when things are just real, because it's like it almost becomes the 1 hour because time's moving so fast. Okay. Back into the chat. Sorry, got really into the teaching moment there and really got lost in my mind as a teacher. Like it happens to me. I'm just so caught up in the zone, and next thing you know, I'm gone. I'm in some part of my brain. If you have a few minutes, I think it's worth your time to check out HNT. Thank you, bro. Yeah, people keep saying HNT. SH could pump and dump innovation. So helium just came out on MCEN, huh? They didn't even have it until August. Not just come out, but it's pretty early, right? So I'm going to look at it on another chart, but they do have it there on MCEN. If you look at another chart, doesn't mean it can't move the same. It'll move exactly the same way. The chart just won't have all the data there. CoinEx. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I mean, it's doing... So what we're seeing in almost every coin is this exact same shape, right? Everywhere. And you got your cup, you got your handle, you know, and this is... You can see how my style was born. My style was born out of understanding how markets worked and how they evolved. And how they break out. They break out of the cup and handle. Yeah, HNT looks like a simple win there. You buy now, you put a stop loss somewhere below 343. If you're super risky, you know, and I always use my long tool. I'm looking for the 3-to-1s. Even when price action's awesome, you can take 2-to-1s when the price, you can make it, you know, but look, that's still a 3-to-1 with a stop loss right there. Pretty insane. 260% gains coming to 21. That looks very likely to me. And the stop loss could even be higher. It looks like that's a 6-to-1 risk reward ratio. That might be a nice lev trade too. Looks like it might play out beautifully on leverage because you have a lot of coverage. You know, that's a beautiful trade. I just can't. 6-to-1. I'm looking at it. I'm like, it really is a 6-to-1, huh? You put the stop loss where usually, I mean, it's like an 11-to-1, 10-to-1. This may be a beautiful trade here. Just the setup is really nice. Two support or resistance areas. And that's not even the large measured move is this whole length of the pole. I'm just taking the conservative measured move just to make sure I'm not like overselling it to myself here. And that's not even selling at the top. That's selling like 70% before the measured move's a little higher. It's like up there. Right? But you know, right before it, you can see there's some resistance and $20 is psychological. So like 1950 even, I might like, you know, you front run the herd if you're swing trading the bull run with some side funds while you're also keeping your long-term gains on there. And again, that's what I do. I'm not a financial advisor, but you do whatever makes you happy. There's always, you know, there's always some gains to be had. HNT, baby. Link's been printing. Let's go. Link has been printing. But HNT looks beautiful, man. God bless you. And after hours investing, you've been with me for a long time. When you suggest something, I know what you're doing. You're saying, hey, that's my buddy Sammy. I want to help Sammy out. He's a good dude. I'm only going to give him the best. And I looked at I seen that you saw the higher low, the cup and handle, the tight moving averages on a high volume node, low stochastics on the daily, pointing up. Everything looks ready for this thing to rock out to the upside. You were spot on, my friend. And may God bless you and your family. Thank you for being here. H&T in the cup and handle. So when people come in here, this is the place to learn. Like in a few weeks, you're going to learn more than you've learned in many, many other channels. And people say it to me all the time. I've been watching YouTube for 4 years. I learned more watching your channel in 1 month. Like I've been watching you for 3 weeks. I finally figured things out that no one ever showed me in my life. We love you. We appreciate you. Bitcoin at 98,780. Right? Getting a little bit of a pump here for BTC. And it's really about the structure of the pump too. What are we seeing? Well, we're finally kind of breaching. And honestly, what's very interesting is this. Like, isn't this the trend line? Resistance. Did not we break? Didn't we just retest? So did we bullishly retest? I mean, one could say, did we break out, break back inside that trend line? Let's get rid of my squiggle wiggles over here because it kind of distracts my mind. I don't know about yours. I mean, who knows? It also could be a lower high. We gotta break this resistance right here. 98,008. Keep toying around at that one level. I'll bring this back up the way I had it here because that's just the lower trend line. Looks like we could come back down again. Mixed signals. There are signs of bearishness with the rolling over and, you know what I mean? At this, a little bit. But as I said to you, I'm still bullish as long as we remain. If you're just coming in, I'm still bullish as long as we remain above the 200 MA on the 50-minute time frame. And so far, that has kept me in a very ballsy long, or, gutsy long. And we'll see what happens. Yeah. I'm letting it wiggle at the present moment in time, but we'll see where it goes. May God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. May God bless everyone. How many people we got here on the stream? Haven't got a chance to take a look. Let's take a look here. We got, wow, are you kidding me? 1,932 people, $133 in chat revenue on a beautiful Saturday morning. You people are just too dang good to me. The love is too strong here. I would never want to leave. It's just unbelievable. You people are amazing. Okay, with all you get from just watching the show, imagine being in the 99. I was in and had to get out, planning to get back into December. The people are awesome. Ed, we love you. You didn't have to get out. The universe, for whatever reason, had to teach you some lessons, and now you're on your way back, man. Crypto Billy, we love you. Thank you for being a moderator. I saw what you did there. God bless you, man. You're the man, dude. We love you, Crypto Billy, more than you would ever know. I woke up today, and I wanted to call you on the phone. And then I actually had a short-term memory loss, and I forgot to call you. But I thought about calling you for a second. Hey, Sam, my bad for alts. Open interest is too high. I mean, open interest is getting a bit high. But you know what? It can get high. There's a lot of people in the market that we've never seen before wanting to take a piece. Another thing I want to teach you is the cycle. What is that? Well, Bitcoin pumped beautifully, right? People took their leverage trades. They threw that money into altcoins. The altcoins pumped beautifully. People sold those leverage trades. What are they going to take that money now? Into Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin's going to rip. Then they're going to sell it, put it back into the altcoins. And this looks like this is going to be the loop that we're going to see through this bull run now. And what's cool is it's disconnected from the fiat system in a way. So you're going to have the Bitcoin move, trickle into the altcoins. The altcoins move, trickle back into Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin's going to suck most of the fiat in, redirect it, and this is kind of what's going to happen. And together they're going to boil this market up and up and up. Because I mean, now I'm in profits right now, huge, for trading altcoins this weekend. I'm going to trade Bitcoin now. It looks like it's going to pump 98,008. I'm just, you know what I mean? It's interesting concept to think about, but that's what's happening. Watch the money move. You know, we're going to take a look at tether dominance. That thing just falling off a cliff. And that is what we were talking about all along. Let's take a look at our tether dominance idea here. Remember, I drew this bear flag. We had the head and shoulder right there that I called out for you. If you remember when I'm doing my macro analysis. Sorry, yesterday, I'm not going to lie to everybody. I just forgot about it. Like, it's kind of crazy. I should even admit that. I was exhausted from 3 days of not sleeping. Last night, I finally got a night of sleep, everyone. It was just the money, the adrenaline from what was happening. I mean, like today, I'm up over 100 grand in certain, up over 100 grand. Like, and I'm waking up just sitting here trying to act regular, like walking around the store with my wife, like up 100 grand just on the day. Like not on like a year position, not like on the day, like on one day. You know what I mean? And I'm just like trying to breathe. It's been hard to sleep, man, you know? And I'm not trying to brag. I'm just telling you, yeah, blessings, dear Lord. Thank you so much for everything in which you've given me and the family and everyone in my life. I know without the Lord, there is nothing else. I know if I don't dedicate and submit myself to God, I lose it all. I know that that's the only way to keep my abundance and continue to give to others so my heart may stay pure. So the money that flows through me goes to the right people at the right time for the right reasons. Amen. Dear Lord, help me stay pure. Help me stay amazing. Help me stay humble. Through these times of greatness and abundance, help us all find our soul, ourselves, and learn to give. Let us know that giving is the greatest gain. And the people that, and then you know what's cool too about giving, dear Lord, is every time you help me give, you bring people that give around me. Amen. Thank you for bringing the givers in my life, dear Lord, the Crypto Billies, the amazing people, my mom, my father, all the people that you brought into my life who taught me the true gift of life, which is giving. May everyone stay blessed. May everyone feel amazing. And right now with that, we're going to end the prayer by giving someone something right now. Who here wants to be in the trading group? You know, who here wants to be in the trading group? Put a number between 1 and 400 and throw it down and just start typing. And I got a number to my mom. When I see it or I pick it, we'll see what happens. May God bless everybody here. Amen to everyone here. And thank you so much for coming into my life, making this stream amazing. Without all the watchers, we don't have a stream. Without all you concurrent viewers, we don't have sponsorships. We don't have a channel. You guys provide such a beautiful way of life, and it's such a beautiful purpose for me to live. I will never forget it, and I'll always be grateful. Thank you so much. May God bless you all. And keep them coming in. I'm watching them all right now. They're coming in. They're coming in. Keep them coming in. Let that chat rate boil up here. Let's see what's happening. Let's get the likes up to the watchers too as well. I would appreciate that. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's get that running up. We got 500 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We got 2,000 people here. We can do that. Yeah, also, I won't put someone in. We get 1,000 likes. Then I'll put you guys in. We got to hit that like button. I'll pick someone here. We get 1,000 likes. I'll pick someone else. How's that? It'll be a double up. And it'll be a time of gratitude. This will be one free month. Then you can jump on in again. We will reserve you the Black Friday sale if we give you this month. Okay? I'm going to be nice to you. So, because you're getting thrown in and then you're going to want to re-up. And if you do, so this person's going to get the extra special treatment. All right? This is just my gift from God to somebody. I believe it could really help you out. You could learn a lot. Valerie, I want to see women in crypto. I saw this Valerie. Hold up. I don't want to lose it now and get someone's hopes up. Dear Lord, help me find the right person. There it is. Valerie Valenzuela. Valerie Valenzuela. Valerie, if you want to change your life, please email cryptolifers@gmail.com. All right. Please email cryptolifers@gmail.com. And she put the 222. You know what's interesting was yesterday I kept seeing the 222. It was weird. A bunch of times I made a trade and the position was 22222. I looked at the clock, 11:22. And then what's weird is as I went to bed, I was like, it was the 22nd yesterday. Right? And I found that strange. And then she puts the 222. And I didn't even see that at first. I just saw the name, the VV, the double V's. It worked for her. Something about her double V's there stood out. Look, they stood out. All the other names are interesting, but the VV there and the 222. Blessings on blessings. And now look, on the concurrent viewers, we have 2,002 people. I just find the funny things. I love numbers. Numbers are so fascinating. Okay, God bless you. And let's get to 1,000 likes here. We get to 1,000 likes, we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Thank you, everyone who's here. God bless you all. All right. It wasn't the number. I wasn't picking the number. I hadn't picked the number in my mind. You see what I mean? I was just letting you guys throw numbers out there so it would get the chat rate going. I was just going to pick a name at any moment. The numbers were just to keep you guys running. I didn't have a number in my mind. You see what I mean? I wasn't picking a number. Yeah. So if you put the same number as her, it didn't matter. It wasn't really about that. Yeah. I just hope everyone sees that. Yeah. Yeah, I thought, one is an old coin from last rally, but it looked like it was going to rip. It just, you could tell it was going to rip. It was so set. The setup looked beautiful. And it's already up, what? It's already up 25%, ripping to the upside one. And when I saw that, I thought it was strange because I got into one a long time ago. I don't hold any anymore. It kind of bored me to smithereens. But I put this to the trading group yesterday, at 12:55. I said, it looks like it may break out very soon. Older coin from last cycle. I could see the stochastics were hungry. The MACD had a lack of bearish momentum. We were above the stochastic, the high volume node here. And look, higher lows getting tight inside the triangle. I mean, with tight moving averages and a golden cross that had just occurred in the 8-hour time frame. RSI was pointing up. What else do you need? This thing said I was going to print money, 90% accuracy. That thing was going to boom to the upside. Are you kidding me? Wait. Z, Y, X, W, V. V is the 22nd letter in the alphabet. Isn't that strange? V is the 22nd alphabet. VV. Right? 22. I just find that really strange. All right. VV is this 22nd letter in the alphabet. V is the 22nd. I find that so weird, bro. We all should buy VeChain right now. Everybody, wait. We got to go look at the VeChain. So look, Sol, right? You think Sol's about to rip? It is. And I'm going to show you how it's going to rip. It's going to rip out this flag here to the upside. And Bitcoin continues to stay sideways. What this is great is, see, Bitcoin, as long as Bitcoin bounces off 98.5 and continues to hang out, we're going to get another big pump here in these altcoins. Starting to get extended. We're going to hit that $300 Solana likely tonight or today. Massive move for Solana. Massive move. Sacred numerology, it has meaning. Amen. Crypto Billy will teach us the way. The ancient 33rd degree. Billy, are you a 33rd, man? I feel like you're a 33rd, man. As above, so below, Billy. As above, so below. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. V-Chain going a rip. Same with Sol. Yeah, that's a beautiful trade right there for Solana, up to $300. That thing looks like it's going to pump so hard in the next hour to 2 hours. The whole world knows Solana is the hottest investment in the game. And the time to get into Solana, they're just jumping on in. Jumping on in here, baby. Ada, look, please, 21. Oh, yeah. Ooh, this is exciting. Soul, baby, soul. What a beautiful time it is to be alive, huh? Okay, let's look here at BTC. You can see the trade that I'm still in, just hanging out. I want 100,005, or they stopped me out down there in 98,284. And look how close they got to me so many times, but I'm still in, baby. They almost got me there, but you didn't get me. You know, made the trade way back then. I've seen this sloppy jalopy type of pattern play out before. It's weird. I have seen it play out. I'm telling you, it's the cup and handle too, like I showed you. This would be so cool if we just soar to 100K like Saturday night. We just have like an amazing weekend. CME gets so pissed. Lots of people in the chat would like to see your analysis of XLM. Stellar Lumens. Let's take a look at the fan funding here and talk about what people are saying. XUSD banging to the upside. Love the show. Thank you. 888 Master Kings. Timu Raccoon on Solana. Please. Thank you, Sam. Spell listed on my many exchanges. Can this hit 10 cents? Probably anything can hit 10 cents. Shout out to Marcus in the house. We love you, Marcus. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Are Spell Token and AMP dead in your opinion? I don't know. You're a great mentor. Thank you. 99. Shout out to Jacob Sheets. Today's just a day of celebration. We have a wave of abundance coming upon us this week. So much is going to come my way. I just feel it. Like I'm bracing for the wave of abundance that's hitting me. I'm going to make sure I stay humble. I'm praying for my humble, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen faster than we realize. So can you look at Cat Slap on ETH, please? Thank you. Cat Slap, of course, huh? I don't like that. Insinuating a cat could be slapped. We got to call PETA now. Let's take a look here at, is this okay? Can I do this? Look at my watch list. Just taking a look here. My baby Ava AI doing damage. I chose this coin out of the kindness of my heart down here. And I'm up like, I think I got in somewhere down in there. I'm up like 250%, but it's chucking along, man. And it's doing its thing. And she's a sentient, right? Ava is. She's a sentient AI. No, actually, their website's really cool. You can make your own agent. Like, look at this. AI engine for storytelling. Enter the app. Build a new generation of creators and brands. Pick a personality and you can make an agent and you can tell things. You can pretty interesting. I'm going to do one of these and get it done and show you guys how it works. I find it fascinating. I might spend an hour here today playing around on this. I love all this new stuff. Yeah, while you're trading, there's also fun stuff to do. I mean, you got to pick something. Wow, all-time high for Solana. Right, 263. Was it ever there before? It was, almost all-time high. 265, but it's getting very close. Getting very close for that move for Solana. The $300 Sol, baby. And wow, we are up huge now on our Solana buy. Amazing. Yeah, but there's my baby Ava AI, and I am shilling my own bag. I don't know anyone that's in it. I don't know anyone that's talked about it. I bought it on my own one day. I found it just playing around late at night. I started doing my thing. I like AI coins. I like it. I looked at this website. It made sense to me. The market cap was strong. It had locked liquidity. You know, it didn't have a huge Twitter following, but it wasn't, you know, and they've been active. Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. Anyway, and it's pretty low budget, I have to say, right? But hey, it's working for me right now. We'll see what happens. It's making me some soul. $77 million market cap. On that 77. Can this thing rip up? The target is 20 cents. And again, it's high risk. Who knows? It could go to zero. I have to say that. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. And nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. By all means. Ava. AI. That's my own little thing. Let's talk about MCEN. I do like what they're doing with MCEN. I like how they make these memes. They're cool. I didn't want to be rude the other day. And maybe MCEN has a huge hope. Sitting at $1.4 million market cap, you never know. It's main character energy. See what happens. Boomer at a $10 million market cap, which is where I like to get into memes. And coming back, doing a bit of a double bottom at this key area. Boomer is showing signs of support here. And in that Sammy, cup and handy as well to the upside. Just some thoughts. Just some thoughts. Funny Pepe. There's always, be careful, there's always a fake Pepe out there, man. They get the newcomers off guard. They probably get someone every day. It's so sad. So we looked at COTI and HOPPY. I do like HOPPY. And HOPPY had come back down to its 618, almost 786 retracement. Yeah, it still is. It's right there, sitting in that, and where things would pop. So either HOPPY's dead and it's starting to get sold off for good, or it gets a huge pop to the upside. It's got a good cult following. People seem to like it. So you could say, well, you can't do TN on memes. What you can do is you can compare the community, and you can say, well, that last community was pretty strong, and it bounced off the 618. So like, if the community is strong, it'll bounce off the 618, because that means there's enough people to believe in it, to buy in, and for enough people to kind of get enough people to know about it. And once the people know about it, it'll bounce. That'll show that it bounces off the 618. See, Fibonacci is also telling you what's happening socially through human behavior. You get it? Is it the horse, you know, is it the chicken or the egg, or the other way around? You know what I mean? What came first? So the whole thing will blow your mind. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Like, where did the chicken come from? Straight up. Okay, the dinosaur. Okay, where did the dinosaur come from? Okay, like a little egg that was an amphibian that came into the water. Okay, where did that come from? From some, like, they say, like a bunch of atoms in an oily pan of water, right? That turned into amoebas and atoms that then turned into organisms of the ocean, that turned into swimming beings that came out of the ocean. And then you're telling us that we evolved from those? Human beings came from dinosaurs then? No, there was, so this is the thought, is there was a dinosaur, but then there was also like a little being, like a little rat or something. And it was like a marmot, and that evolved into a monkey, and then that turned into us. I don't know. I used to truly believe that. Now it almost seems like it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. But I'm not going to get into evolution theory here today. I shouldn't, but like, right. But the whole thing is, the Fibonacci kind of tells you the story of human behavior. I don't know how we got into the chicken or the egg. I know we went on a tangent there, but let me wrap it back into where we're sitting. Beautiful cup and handle on HOPPY. Think could do damage. I like what I'm seeing. And you know what? I'm gonna do your double super chat, which I normally don't do, but I like you. You're a good dude. IOTA looking like it's gonna. Looking like it could continue again. I don't chase the green candles. I look for flags in the 5 minute. There was the flag right there that really just started to break out. This market is extra frothy. You find your flags, you get in, you let them rip. The targets get hit a lot quicker, a lot faster, a lot simpler than they used to. All right. Look at that thing though. That was a pretty simple call, and it's now already up 26%. And you can see like almost every chart I put out hitting ridiculously, and you're in the trading group like, what? And if you're a newbie who doesn't know how to chart and you just started, and all you have to do is draw a couple triangles, draw 3 lines, put a stop, put an entry, and you're hitting, it's a pretty good feeling. Now, again, you're not an amazing trader. I don't want you to feel, but you're getting gains, and that's the key. The key is I can show you how to use the charts to get gains at the beginning. Then we can fine-tune your skills of the bear market if you want to take it to the next level. If you want to become a pro trader, or I want to say pro trader, I don't know what that even means, but if you want to become someone that can trade for a living and do it professionally at a level where like you do it and you're consistently making money, we have the skills and the team and the people to teach you that. And we have many people that do it with me every day. We don't work for a living. We trade for a living. I make 41, you know what I mean? You can make, again, some of it realized, some of it unrealized, depending on what you want to do there. But we make gains. We make massive gains. And we love it. We do it all the time. And we show you on a daily basis how we get it done. Ethereum. I drew this flag way back here in November 15th, 14th. And I was like, man, everything's looking like it's going to pump. And the target for Ethereum was 3,700. And Ethereum is on its way to 3,700. Moving nicely to the upside. Even this little flag did not get stopped out. We're just going to move the price signals because as price moves, it pushes them, right? What a beautiful day it is to be alive. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. We're having a Black Friday sale just for the new people jumping on in today. It is in 5 hours. We're going to do something special. If you hit the link below and fill out the form, we have an exclusive offer that's going to give you a coupon code you can use 24 hours in advance of Black Friday to get an additional discount on top of the already amazing low price for the year and quarterly only, though. Jump on in today if you want to buy that bulk order. Fill out that link below today. You'll see it right here below the video. Make sure you do that. It'll give you access to a coupon code. We're going to, you'll fill out a form and then we'll send you a link, basically a coupon code that night, an email with the coupon code 24 hours before Black Friday. And that's going to teach you, get you that double access there. Exclusive. And so if you do that for me, I'm going to do an extra thing for you too as well. So that's how it is, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We love you. And this is it, man. What a beautiful time it is to be alive. The holidays, huh? Merry Christmas and Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa, right? Anyone celebrating all of these different holidays. So much out there, right? And I'm probably missed another one that I didn't know about. But blessings to everybody out there. All right. Muslims had their Eid Mubarak already, right? They had a beautiful celebration. Nice fast. Things went beautiful this year. It's just been an amazing year. So yeah, I see this coming back to the 21, that little pullback, and then boom, you get that nice pump to 3,700, 3,699 for Ethereum. Looks pretty tasty and nice for a move here. Bitcoin, kind of coming on back here. Fred got pounded to the downside. They took that puppy all the way down. It did finally break out. It doubled up too. It was just 5 cents. It went all the way to 10 cents, 11 cents very, very fast. It's so crazy, right? Something can go from 5 to 10 cents that fast. So Fred booming back above the 200 MA here. Usually once something breaks the 200 MA in a bull run and it's a known coin and it's bullish, it won't go back below it. So the odds here is, this is the buy zone anywhere here as long as you stay above. We use a 30-minute 200 MA. That would be the strong one. And yeah, as long as that could be the place to buy, and we will never go lower than the 200 MA on this 30-minute time frame and head all the way back to a new all-time high. I got this big measured move for Fred, taking me to a .181. And if Fred hits that, it would be pretty crazy. That would be an 18x for Fred if it goes to $1.81. Not many people know about Fred yet. He's the raccoon that got euthanized with Peanut. And as the new administration comes on, there may be a revival for Peanut and Fred. And Peanut's not gone yet. And even Alex Becker, one of the biggest influencers out there, he said triple figures into Peanut. I think he bought a little high, though, Alex. When he said he did it around like 150, 160. He could have watched the show and got some TA. I could have saved him maybe, looks like 50 to 60 grand. But, and even he's mad funny because he doesn't care. It's okay. Like, it'll bounce back and he'll make all that money. It's like $1 to him. 100 grand's like $1 to him. He's basically close to a billionaire, if not. So I'm not, and who cares about his money? But the whole point was, he kind of mentioned, he's like, hey, if you bought here and it's down a little bit, it doesn't really matter. This thing's going to come on back. And in my mind, I'm like, I remember when you bought, he's like, that's you, right? You're talking about you. But shout out to Becker, man. He's grown on me over the years. Super nice dude. If you really listen to what he's saying, he's a super successful guy that made a lot of money going after his dreams at the end of the day. He makes jokes. He's a little, he might, but at the end of the day, what he's trying to say is get your mind on another level, get you to focus on things that really better yourself and really keep yourself going, man. Yeah, he's spot on in many ways. Thoughts on Matic on the 1 hour? Will it pull back to 53 cents? Thank you. Crypto Alex asks, Chill Guy, please. Somebody asked. I got Chill Guy here on the watch list. Chill Guy was going sideways, but then it lost that trend line a little bit, right? That looked beautiful. It could pump there. When it lost that trend line, it was, oh man, because that could have been a really nice flag. So now you're looking at Chill Guy almost on like a Fibonacci retracement type of feel. So I just want to delete this stuff for a second so I can see it clean. But yeah, so it's all about fibs when I'm trading memes. All right. They respect fibs greatly. And so look, it did bounce off the 618 fib there, and it's attempting to make its first higher low in the set after getting a bit of a sell-off. This thing has, I believe, what it takes to get to $1 billion market cap. It already had such a surge, and there's enough volume and people behind it. And again, it could go to zero. It's a nothing coin. I get it. But at $2.95, the triple up is on. At 30 cents, it could go to $1, right? The safe bet is wait for it to break out and retest 34 cents. But it could come down and make a higher low here. And it did. Look, it bounced off the 618 golden pocket, the Fibonacci retracement, the oh so beautiful fib retracement that we all know and love. Very interesting. However, it did hit this area of resistance. It's got to put in the higher low for me. See how it reacts today. I want to see how the daily candle closes. Let's take a look at the daily. So it made, basically a bearish engulfing candle. So that daily, this candle has to close green and show us something. If it closes red, we could see more downside. Important how that daily candle closes. Watch this 4 hour. That 4 hour candle is green too. There's a chance. The whole market's pretty frothy. It did bounce off the 618. That could be one of the last chances to buy. It's like, it's a riskier buy, but it could be the best one. There's some fear there. It's making a first higher low, higher low. Now it's at a bit of a flag too. You see this? Again, it's memes though. I don't put like it go up, come right down. Like memes may bounce off the 618 and respect a bigger idea of technical analysis, but they, the smaller time frames have me a little sketched out. This is somewhat of a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder too though. Could be the best place to buy Chill Guy for a nice 3x here. And it's like a safer play. It's becoming more of a blue chip. It's not there yet, but it's becoming more of a blue chip, right? So check out DOGE. Yeah, the Doge there. You think this would gain some steam? The Department of Government Efficiency. All right. Market cap 246 million. This has to be the one, right? There's two. Then there's this one too. That one's on Sol. Oh, this one's on ETH. The ETH one is the biggest one right now. There's one on Sol that's gaining some steam though already with an $8.7 million market cap. This one's in ETH at $250,000. More substantial, right? Just the whole point is once something hits $250,000, it's more likely to pump to $1 billion. You're less likely to get rug pulled. Like there's more people behind it. I mean, to me, that's a bull flag on a meme that's connected to the hotness. If this is the official contract at 25 cents, it's kind of like a no-brainer. I feel like you have to throw some money in this. Just not me, but I feel like it's kind of like, the fact that that's on ETH has me a little sad because I can't stand buying things on ETH. I really like to just buy Solana memes and Cardano, stuff that doesn't cost me a big fee every time I use it. The ETH fees are already going up. I do see this going up to 73 cents, and I do see this hitting $1 billion market cap. I believe you want to write it down as definitely something that likely hits the $1 billion market cap. Time to get in was definitely Halloween. Thing is already up absolutely huge, right? Right when they formed that DOGE, you jumped on in there and speculated to 10x there. Sold the top, got back in with half, and then you'd be riding to Valhalla. Still be up 5x if you didn't sell the top. All right. 98,007, Bitcoin just kind of really sitting sideways, not really wanting to give any love. So to anyone that jumped into Fred at the bottom, you've got guts of steel. That was a gutsy call. And you doubled up, whoever you are out there. Anyone do that? Put a 444 if you got Fred, 4 for Fred with the fours, with that. And wow, look, rejection at the top of the channel swiftly, but then a buy right back up off the bottom of the channel. And now we're making a symmetrical triangle here at the edge of the 15. You see? And this is going to break up or down. So if you really want to know what's going to happen, you're going to watch this 7-minute, the 10-minute. And look, this is it here. We're going to break out sooner or in the next, I'd say, hour to 2 hours. Bitcoin can only coil up for so much longer before it has to make a decision. And so you're watching this bigger channel, and then you're watching this smaller flag here too. And look, losing the 200, it's got to, you know, so it either pumps back up to 99 or it dumps you down to 98,270. Once it loses the 15-minute 200 MA, I'm going to become more of a bear for Bitcoin there. All right. Been here for a week. Great respect for your positive attitude, man. God bless you, Yassine Lazarov. You know what I mean? Why would I not have a positive attitude? I have people that throw me money on a live. I get to do my live stream from home 7 days a week. I get to dress nice. I have 3 beautiful children. My wife loves me. God loves me. I have 2 sisters that love me. I've got so many awesome family and friends in my life that are really good to me. I have no reason to be upset. I have no reason to be mad. I have every reason to be grateful. Every reason to thank God for every single moment that I breathe. Like, and you know, that's how you show God gratitude. I do pray, and I prayed, you know, but it's all about how you live. Actions speak louder than words. Live in gratitude by giving to others. When you give to others, you are given back into you. You know, like I'm known as an overtipper, whatever. I shouldn't brag about it, but I like to do it. It makes me feel good, and when I do it, something big always happens the next day for me. Every time. Every single time. I'm telling you right now, you know, every single time. When I leave 100 on 100, I tell you right now, it comes back to me 10 times fold, man. And you know what? No one leaves 100 on 100. So when you do that, you know what it is? It's not really about the money. It's about the smile you put on that person's face that they believe anything is possible. It makes them strive for something bigger. They say, wow, like, what else could happen in my life? You see what I'm saying? It gets them to a point, it gets them a little, it gives them an endorphin. It gets them a little high. They come to a bigger tip they've never seen. It gets them high and they say, man, wow. Like, and it makes them really think that humans are really good people. And so when you think humans are good people, what do? You bring more good people into your life because you think people are good. See, if you thought people weren't trustworthy, would you meet people and bring them back to, you know, or not bring them back to you, I know, but would you meet people and say, hey, let's hang out, let's do things? No, you wouldn't hang out with a lot of people. Why? Because you would think they were untrustworthy. Why would you hang out with untrustworthy people, right? But if you thought people were beautiful and trustworthy, you would probably have people in your life. So if you think people are trustworthy and beautiful, the odds are you're going to have more people in your life, number one, and the odds are you're going to have more trustworthy people in your life. Your thought process will change the people you have in your life. So if a waiter or waitress gets a huge tip, think about it. And forget about me. It's always like me, but if a random person, not me, gives a huge tip, right? That person walks away believing that people are really good. And so the odds that person bringing in some good people into their life could actually have, that tip could really change the way they think about the world and the way they think about people. You see what I mean? And honestly, like, that's how you change the world. Like that, I just never realized that either. I've never come to that realization. I'm coming to it with each and every one of you. I always thought it was about money. And I never thought it made the person maybe possibly bring more good people into their life because they believe, wow, that person was really good to me. And it's such a silent thing. You don't have to do anything, and you can do it without, you could walk away real quick. You don't have to look the person in the face. You never have to be like, hey, thank you. You don't have to take credit. You just kind of drift off into the sunset. And it's amazing, right? So Bitcoin getting sideways here, and based on where we're at, and look, is this not an Adam and Eve double bottom? I think it is. And that tells me it's going to break to the upside when it cracks this neckline. And that tells me there's like a 68% chance that Bitcoin is up here at 99,476 in the next few hours. And this whole market begins to erupt again on a massive scale. What do you say, everybody? Do you see did anyone else see the Adam and Eve double bottom? Am I the only guy that saw that Adam and Eve? Let's take a look at XLM here and see what's happening with Stellar Lumen on MEXC. Wow, Stellar Lumen's out of control, just like our baby XRP. Crazy. And there's my setup. Where's my setup for Stellar Lumens? Looks like it got messed up though. Sometimes that happens on Oh, there it is. Beautiful. So I'm calling Stellar Lumens there at about 30 cents, as you can see, and I'm showing you that it's likely going to break out to the upside. All right. These setups are simple to see for me because I've seen them all happen. Like now, this is my third bull run. And before that, I was trading coins, so I could see this stuff. Yesterday at 11:41 in the trading group, I'm giving you Stellar Lumen right here. Watch XLM. I could see that it was about to break up to the upside for sure. And you can see, and this is the type of, and I give you the exact stop loss, the place to go, and say it's going to 33. Now it went past 33. Okay. It went to 50. I mean, it erupted. Absolutely erupted. That's insanity, right? What it did. Remember, it follows XRP. Whenever Stellar Lumens pumps, XRP pumps Stellar Lumens. This is old stuff. It's funny. We didn't get this. See, people missed this lesson because you learned this lesson in 2017. Let me put this back and, go all the way back there. Even if you just took that trade, though, that's a beautiful gain, right? 11% gain right there on the trade, right? And it continued to go. I won't even take credit for more, but I mean, you could say I did one thing for it. I gave you the perfect trade, or I gave you position at 30 cents that you could still be in at 52. Like, that's why I don't tell people when to buy or sell, and I don't tell them what to buy and sell. I just show them charts that look highly likely, and then the charts play out very likely. Look at all the charts that have played out that I gave you in the last 2-3 days. You could tell the market was over, like it was done, like we were done. It played with our minds for far too long, and the money was going to come in from around the world and change our lives. And we were just waiting. We were just waiting. Wow, Stellar Lumen to the upside. So we took care of Bitcoin for the moment. I saw something I didn't see before. And Stellar Lumen's booms. And again, when you see consolidation, everybody, you gotta perk your mind. Like, okay, small time frames are gonna start paying you very, very nicely. People that say there's too much noise in the small time frames, well, they don't know what to do in price discovery then. So what do they trade in? Just straight candles in the 4 hour? Straight green candles? You can't trade these. You could get in here though and take the rising wedge up. And that was the measured move with a rising wedge, you see? It just would have been a longer road. That tells you you're going up to about, what, 62. 62 is the target there of Stellar Lumen. You can kind of see it now. And there's the pump to the upside right there for Stellar. Looking at our 15, pumping to the upside. I mean, it already took off. That flag is gone on the 15. Gone. Now, I don't chase. I'd have to go to the 5 or something like this and watch the 5 make a flag. 5 makes a flag. We get in with the similar measured move, and then we can ride that back up all the way to 60. And the entry would be somewhere at 48. And that'd still be 12 on 48, which would be 25% gains out of a swing trade. Any leverage on that could turn, 3x leverage could turn that into 75. Forward, you're turning into, 100% gains, basically. So Bitcoin getting frothy at 98.8. The market wants it to go. The big red is closest and nearest at 100,000. So 100,000 is the likely order here. We see many people get short squeezed on my channel. It's likely we go to 100,000 today for BTC. Very, very likely. Shout out to the 2,280 people here on the live. 926 likes. Let's get those likes up to 1,000. All right. Sam, take a look at Polkadot, please. Hey, I just subscribed today. I love the show. Can you take a look at Phantom? I already have my coins stacked up since October. God bless you. I would like to look at Phantom, but we have so many super chats here in waiting that I got to get to. Life is good. Can you take a look at Ton? Sam, doing damage to these charts each and every day. Thanks, bro. We appreciate you and your time. Shout out to Valen for the $20, man, and not even asking for something. That's very nice of you. With the laser eyes, brother. I love you, man. That's very nice. God bless you. That will come back to you tenfold. Life is good. Can you take a look at Ton? If you haven't already, thank you, man. Let's take a look at Ton. And I'm going to start moving my way back up. I'm sorry for the people like, what? But that's a late, you know, my super chat was first. I get it, but it's not easy. Ton even got the move. And, you know, we saw Ton was about to break out. I called that as the bottom. I said, that is the bottom. I was gutsy saying that. And I said, that's your bottom. And had you listened to me, and that sits there. Let's see when I posted that, because I'm not some guy that, like, you know, throws that on the chart. So far, I did call the 450 bottom for Ton. See that? Want to see where the actual bottom is called? Wow, so much Ton. Anyway, I'm wasting time here, but that was on 11:15 too, though. And we could see the Ton hit double bottom. And that's your bottom. And if that's the bottom, then, I mean, you buy right there, because it can't go much lower then, right? That's it. That's it. And Ton did bottom there at about, what, 450, 459. And there's Ton. Booming. Booming to the upside. I'm going to clear everything. It's a little, like, messy here. I want to show it. But that's a huge daily candle for Ton. And when Ton gets back, when assets get back above their 200 MA, that's the beginning of a revival for them. Like, that's a bear market here, you see, and that's at almost an Adam and Eve too, as well, as you can see. And the Adam and Eve double bottom prevails yet again, right? And that's going to break out off the neckline. Shows you that Ton's definitely going back to the all-time high 8 and more. And Ton's got a big market cap. I get it. But it has that Telegram ecosystem, which really works in its favor. What other coin has that? Nothing, really. Not like that. Not built so well. So Ton says yes. I will continue. I would look for flags on Ton on the smaller time frame. 15-minute, right? Let me zoom in here. It looks like it's actually getting super, just, you know, super crazy right now. And you remember the lev traders, everyone's on this. So yeah, it looks like it's making like the rising wedge type of, like, look for it to make a flag, something like this, reconnect with the 21. That would be probably your last chance, $6, and it's going to rip to 8. 8.15 is my next target for Ton. Getting in on this flag when the 21 touches would be the thing. Looks like we're going to have a crazy pump tonight. Even NXRA, I saw this little flag, and that thing's getting ready. Now, this thing's behind a lot of coins, because what this thing did, it didn't pump to the daily 200 MA yet. So it's actually at a really good place. It's lagging behind the rest of the market. You want to find a lot of setups like these that haven't gotten their pump yet. This will pump up to the daily 200, then cross, then get a bigger move. Highly likely this thing is up somewhere at 30 cents. That's a 10x. All right, so I'm calling out a 10x here on NXRA, and I don't even know anything about this coin. I'm not really that into it, but this TA suggests that we can, that's your double bottom, just like we bottom there. You're going to pump up to there, and there's definitely a chance you could see a 10x here, you know, of all the, but somewhere by January. So Alliance Block, NXRA. We've been trading this on and off for a long time. Not a huge fan of the fundamentals too much as I am of the TA. But the TA looks good. I'd wait for some type of pullback. But that looks like a 10x is very possible right there in front of you. And if that's possible, maybe it could 50x. Right? Is anyone a fan of that? And look, Miles of Darlinia, you're going to start seeing the gaming coins take off. Look, in the last 24 hours, Nakamoto Games up 24%. Last night I talked about that. Look, Neural AI. Remember when we made our game? Remember, Neural took off. We got in at 730. It's gone. Right? Remember, I put $5,000 into that. All the things people probably thought were laughing at me when I was loading up and like, why was he putting so much money in? Now you understand. Look, KARRAT, another low cap gaming coin that's really probably going to take off. You know, this is one that like didn't really get its rally in the last rally yet. Something you want to really to take a look at is KARRAT coin. It's doing a beautiful job consolidating too. Looks a lot like SHIB did before SHIB broke out. Let me take a look and show you exactly what I'm talking about. You can do these cool juxtapositions where you can take a chart, put it right next to another chart, take a look at it and say, hey, what does that chart look like compared to that chart? Now, if you take SHIB, which is about to break out again, in my humble opinion, on MCEN, but if you take a look at SHIB and you look at them on like the similar time frame, maybe it was even like the daily on SHIB. But it was this flag right here that really just started to show me signs of a big breakout, right? And you can see, like, see how like they look very similar. And then SHIB just went off. They look almost identical. Like, that consolidation is just ready to rock. Like, I don't see how KARRAT doesn't follow the SHIB way and continue to pump. You know, memes just had their first pump above gaming. And so right now, memes are the one right now. If you look at the daily on Shiba Inu, it's about to go berserk and fly to the upside. KARRAT looks beautiful for a swing trade on the smaller time frames and likely probably a good buy into the bull run. You do whatever makes you happy. KARRAT gets praise from the gaming community. People like it. Becker likes it. I haven't seen anyone really put it down yet. Again, anything can happen. I'm not a financial advisor. It could dump in 2 seconds and turn to nothing. I don't know the team. No one's paid me to say this. I'm just doing my own stuff with you guys here every day, having fun, really having a look here. Also, look, it's got the low, the higher low, the cup and handle. It's in a really good buy zone compared to the rest of the market. KARRAT on my radar is one of the hottest, gaming coins on the low market cap side that could possibly do some damage. The daily looks absolutely lovely. Tight moving averages here. There's no 200 MA, but maybe on the 12-hour there is, yeah. And if you flip that out and you take off everything, you can see we're above the 200 MA on the 12-hour. The 4 hours doing nice with a little bit of a pump there too. The low for KARRAT at 45 already got that move out. KARRAT, and it has that Adam and Eve vibe right there. You see it? So interesting to see that a lot for the pump to the upside. KARRAT. I want to look at SHIB right now. SHIB looks like a play. There's money to be made right now. You could be scalping the small time frames on almost everything. Like, they're ripping. Everything is ripping. The last hour we've gotten a rip. The 1 hour is flagging out here on SHIB. So let's talk about my system and what I do. I'm always waiting for the 21. SHIB burn skyrocket. Here's why. Wow, hold up. So SHIB, they're burning the coin. Address notion why SHIB is merely a get rich quick scheme. A user commented, what people don't get is this token is about function and not just a get rich quick. Kusama agreed, replying that the superior technology and adoption of the key catalyst for the Shiba Inu token. Because through function we change the world and we all gonna make it. So funny. Yeah, they have Bone and Leash. While Leash focuses on exclusivity and Bone on technology, Treat will unlock advanced functionalities, enriching overall user experience. You may know SHIB is home to a variety of tokens, including SHIB, Bone, Leash, and our upcoming unreleased token, Treat. I think that dilutes the market, though, in a way when it comes to a meme. But I guess they want to create an ecosystem. And I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I love it all, right? But well, I don't know. I can't. Like, you're a great meme. You're SHIB. Get people to buy SHIB. Don't get them to buy Treat. But that's my opinion, is to have centered energy on focus. Focus on centered energy. I like the idea you're creating this picture that's equal, I don't know. Whales bought these 3 altcoins in the 3rd week of December. Doge definitely got bought, right? It's funny, SHIB got bought. They're telling you, in Ethereum, right? People bought the big ones. Doge getting a pump. SHIB's about to follow Doge. I see SHIB getting a pump tonight. This flag looks likely. That's a 16% gain right there for Shiba Inu. All right. I've been watching your channel for so long. I hear your voice in my head when I go over a chart. It's the guidance for me, not the charts. God bless Cameron Gunderson. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you. Thank you for your expertise. May I ask about Canto? Flux, short-term target. Been here for a week. Great respect. Ton and so we're going to look at Flux and Kanto. SHIB is about to do damage here to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for Shibi Inu. All about the flag in the 21. Low stochastics. Get me boombastic. It's fantastic. That's it. Shibi Inu. Looking. Looking at a boom to the upside. Coin already ripping on Poly Market. Magic Eden. Claim tokens ME. Magic Eden tokens. And let's see what's kind of trending on the day too. DGen base had that big kind of pullback, so it's probably going to pump. Near protocol 655. I got in there at that 5 area. I just knew those prices were going to disappear. You weren't going to be able to get them again. And I got very, very crazy. I got in. Remember we pumped? I got out. Then I got back in. I made some nice gains, went in and out, and then was able to lock in those beautiful positions. Oh, the Pi network finally out there up 51%. They're finally coming out with that at $82. Wow, that's kind of crazy because you could mine Pi for a long time. I never thought it was really going to come out at 82 bucks. Already back. Wow, the BRC ecosystem may really start making a comeback. Once Ordi starts to pump, that's going to be the leader. Ordi pumps, you're going to see Orange pump. You're going to see all that stuff. STX pump, Alex pump. It's all going to come back. Egan Layer looking nice. Look at staking. Egan Layer, you're going to have LDO pump, Egan Layer pump, Swell pump, right? Liquid staking. That whole realm is going to make a move. It's going to come back strong. People are going to be like, oh, I can do this. My ETH is strong now. Yeah. Ondo, way above $1. We were ripping in it at 60, 50 cents and buying so much of it. Grass is getting pulled back. I like that because now that means when we get another pump, grass might be a nice thing to swing trade. I told you I really liked IO.net for a week on off. It's got 18%. And Doge just making that move like above 40 cents, really probably not looking back to that 30-cent region. Solana, 262, ripping. And even Mantra DAO just continues to take it. And we looked at CHILLGUY. The pullback may be the one right now. And look, it's the most visited coin in the last 7 days. What do you think's if it gets most visited today, then what do you think happens? Right? ChillFam is in the game. Very small market cap, though. Very, very small market cap. And then there's Shinny Pants, right? But we'll get into that in another time, maybe. Let's keep going here with the super chats. I just got a lot to cover myself as well to keep you guys situated. This is crazy. I'm like, we're back in the mix. It's like I'm alive when the market's alive. I'm always like, well, how do I find all the hot coins? I ask my wife. She's like, you just do. And I'm like, but when? But how? She's like, I don't know. She's like, the stream. And she's like, you do, you will. She's like, it just happens the way it's supposed to. So look, you're breaking out of resistance. You retested that. And then so if you're a supportive resistance guy, that's beautiful for you. And you can see once Flux breaks out, it's going to break the 200 MA on the daily. This stuff is child's play, everyone. And it's obvious what happens here. I can teach a very simple person that's never looked at these charts before how to trade. That's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy, because I find the cup and handle and I make it very simple for someone that's never done this to identify the key positions to make gains. Okay? It's about giving them the education, understanding how the mind works, and being able to feed the mind what it needs. Even said Flux was in a flag last night, ready to break out. Flux did that. Now Flux is above the daily 200 MA. Beautiful signs. Again, you make a flag on the 30-minute or the 15. That thing flags out. That'll be your chance, and then Flux is gone. Every retail is in today. The valets this week asked me about CHILLGUY. Okay? They were looking at their phones asking me about CHILLGUY. When the valets ask you about CHILLGUY, does that mean we hit a market top? I mean, look, it took Bitcoin to go all the way to 96,000 for them to, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy, right? For people to wake up and pay attention the way you want them to. I've been watching your channel for so long. I hear your voice in my head. God bless you, brother. Thank you. I just reread that for a second. It looked like a new one came in. Celebrate the first super chat. Thank you. We got Kanto. We got Ton. We got Flux. Cat slap on ETH. Solana next target. 300. We already talked about that. We gave the chart. Yep. Yeah, this is that Department of Government Efficiency on ETH. It is on Sol too at an $8 million market cap. I kind of rather buy the Sol version because I'm like sick. I don't like ETH. No one wants to use ETH, man. I shouldn't say that. It's pumping hard now, and there's going to be more and more opportunity. But you're going to pay like $40 to $30 to buy the same coin, to buy a similar coin and pay the fees, you know? And it always says wrapped ETH, but you can buy it for ETH too. I always wonder why it always does the wrapped ETH, because you can buy it for ETH. I guess once you're decentralized, it's wrapped. I probably corrected. Doge for wrapped ETH. Yeah, that thing looks nice to me too. Very high risk. Very high risk. Okay, someone asked about Solder. Solana next target. Flux short term. We looked at Flux. You missed my cat slap on ETH. I didn't miss it. We're getting through it. We're getting through it. I didn't miss any super chats, everyone. I'm just going through them very slowly. Yeah. I didn't miss anything. I promise you. I remember cat slap. I'm going to get to it. Fred broke out. We covered that one. OLAS, Mana, and Sand. You guys just want me to go over every coin in the game? I mean, at one point I can't go over every single coin, right? OLAS. Is that a Tonalos? Well, I still have this coin. It's got the cup and handle. Could it reverse? Maybe. You never know. 129 million market cap. It's made it past the hard times. It's been out for about 6 months almost. Usually a coin can start to move there, and it's bottomed out. So Floki got added to Coinbase. That's got to spark your interest there. That's going to make it simple and easy for it to get gains. Yeah, look at that. Brett is in a beautiful flag, about to do damage. So look at Brett. Brett's about to go to 28. Brett's about to pump right now, in my humble opinion. I see Brett making gains. What do you guys think? Brett looks hot right now. Super hot. Ponky back to 65 and ripping. Ponky's in a flag. Man, it doesn't... man, it just is like... It's almost overwhelming at one point when you look at it, right? It's like, what's not going to pump? Everything's going to pump. But Brett is in a nice flag. That thing could do damage. It's also high risk. You never know, but it could do some damage. 17-cent Brett. They got Brett on weeks. On Wex. On weeks. If you want to jump on the weeks. Wow, Bitcoin finally slipping here. Let's take a look at BTC. So there you go. It fell out of the flag to the downside. See, it was a descending. It could have gone either way. Now it's toying with breaking that 15-minute 200 MA. And there it is. It just did it. It just broke it, and it opened a candle below the 15. That's a bearish sign for Bitcoin. Could start to kind of pull back the market if we can't bounce here off the 15-minute 200. Look at this. They're going to pull a wild card here. The bears are going to throw it in. Can they get it to hold on the 15-minute 200 MA here? We almost have to sit here for the next 12 minutes. Wow, 54% of the supply inactive since 2 years, despite the 5. Oh, yeah, I'm not touching my Bitcoin. And most people are thinking just like me, we're not touching that BTC. So, wow, there we go with the close below the 15-minute 200 MA. It always tells me to be very, very careful and to watch out there. That's when I'm like, uh-oh. That always tells me to be careful. I've been waiting for this. Look, it didn't do it. It didn't do it. It did it there, but we got it to pull back. Can they pull it back? If it closes below, that's going to be, it's going to tell me that that trade, we should just kind of, I probably end my trade because I'm not going to sit there and watch it dump. Can easily pump back up though and be the winner, right? It's like, okay, let's see. It's not the worst, down $72. Like it's not gonna destroy me. you know. But I've been in this little trade for so long. And then I'd like to add, the second we got back above, I wanted to add it into a bigger trade. Turn this into a wick. I mean, there's so many people around the world that want to get into Bitcoin. And now they're like, yeah, I should buy some Bitcoin too. Oh, Bitcoin just dipped? Oh, buy a little Bitcoin too. Whenever Bitcoin dips, take some Bitcoin in there, you know. The thing that I don't love is this fear and greed index that has me stressed out at 93. Like whenever you're that high, it's like you got to take some profits out the table. But everyone's jumping on in. And it gets, there's that frenzy mentality, and that's usually when things get pretty crazy. That's when they sell on us. And that's when the pain comes. So there's the 50-minute losing the 200 MA. That's a bearish sign for Bitcoin. We drew this flag. It started to look good, but they broke it to the downside, and they broke it pretty fast too. So now you're going to have the panic sellers panic selling. But there's just so much money behind Bitcoin right now. I'm like, how is it going to dump? But again, I don't want to think logically. I just got to look at the charts. Who cares what and so now you're looking at the 30-minute 200 MA. Whenever you lose the 15-minute, for whatever reason, you likely head to the 30-minute 200 MA. And the weird thing is, it's pretty far away. All right, and it tells me that we could easily get a drop down all the way somewhere to 97, even to 96 or 94,000. That's very possible. Out of nowhere, boom. I mean, this has some Bart Simpson vibes. It's kind of double toppy. It doesn't look amazing. Hey. Lifer, please check Pepe and Stellar entry 05. I can't really check, like, actually, you know, why is this thing sitting at 400 on the even dot now? It's like they're pausing price action. Like, what is that? It sat there like the whole world thought about it. Whole world sat and thought about it. Well, it's Bitcoin. So get back above the 200. You close the next 50-minute back above the 200 MA. I stay inside the longs. You close below it, then I got to really start thinking about bailing. Many times that will create a dump. The whole world should buy this dip, though. The whole world should be buying Bitcoin right now. Like, this is an opportunity before everyone else buys it before you, and it goes to 100,000. I have to be honest. Like, I sound like the hurry up and buy guy, but it is what it is. In this point in time, it is hurry up and buy. Could be the last chance you ever get Bitcoin below $100,000 again in the history of its lifetime. It could be one of the most monumental times in the history of Bitcoin's life. Toying with that 200 MA. Get back above it here in next 9 minutes. Close the candle green. Let's stop the shenanigans here, Bitcoin. Let's get back into the safe zone. I can't watch. It's too much. A lot of people already panic sold on that red, right? They got scared. For sure. Perfect time to enter altcoins to take advantage of these altcoins as they're likely going to moon to the upside. Pay not attention to the Bitcoin. Now you have to pay attention to the Bitcoin. I'm just joking around. Anything could happen and we got to make sure. So this is key for the altcoins to keep running and for us to have a really great day. It would be a higher probability if we get this candle to close. Look, now it's a wick. It's not even a candle anymore. It's a thought process. Look at this candle. Doesn't make any sense that you could get an asset this big to just sit still for so long. While the rest of the, like, what does someone have it in a vice grip? Like, they have orders on both sides holding it down? Like, it's just so weird to me. Look, we're just not moving. 98,450. And look, there it is. Can you hold my wand, right? They're like, and how do I know so much about price action? Look at this. See how we bounced off the yellow line on the 15? See how it reacted as if the whole, whoever was trading bots, or they knew this yellow line was there. I wasn't the only one, right? We bounced there, we bounced there. Why is this the area? I can't tell you. All right. Everyone, there's so much technical analysis getting thrown at me that it would be almost impossible for me to do every single one of them at this point. I am the guy that does almost every super chat I can, but it's getting to the point where it's everybody knows me around the world and it's overwhelming. But I don't also want to be so thankful for it, so thank you. But I don't think I could get them all done at this point. I just don't think I could, right? Someone asked about SENDOR on Sol. We'll get to SENDOR on Sol. Yeah. And sometimes when I don't do a super chat, I feel like it's just God. Like, God directs me away from a super chat. Like, he just doesn't, maybe someone has like, a different motive that isn't part of my motive. Wow, this thing is getting sent. What is this? Sender on Sol? The Big Blue GigaChad mascot meme on Solana. Powered by OpenAI. Why is it powered by... Yeah. About Sender is the Big Blue GigaChad from page 57 of Matt Fury's most recent book titled Mind Viscosity. The 6'6" fur-covered GigaChad is an absolute super sender, and he's powered by artificial intelligence. Sender. And it's getting sent. I mean, look at that thing. Just came out today on the 15th. All right, so it's been out for a week. And today's the day it starts to get absolutely crazy. Very small market cap. But all these Matt Fury things start to run, right? From L Wolf to this to that. I like to take a look at Land Wolf. It consolidated nicely too and pumped. I look for it to consolidate and probably pump again. This thing looks, I can't tell you. I don't know. You never know. You don't know. You'd have to take a gamble on this, but it looks interesting. It looks interesting. I took a gamble on Shinny Pants, right? I thought, Shiny Bants, right? The market cap is tiny on this coin, right? So I went in, you know what I mean? But it's got an idea. The idea behind it is this, right? The first Soma of the Philip Banks, right? So it's the character created by the artist Philip Banks, SB, known for the work on CHILLGUY, which is inspired by the token that gained significant popularity. SB is, so just, CHILLGUY ripped. There's a chance this kind of goes through the radar. People start thinking, hey, this could be the one. It could obviously go to zero and get rugged into nothing. Nobody knows about it. It's very small. But that goes to $1 million. It's a 10x. You go to 10 million, you're 100xing. So again, and I'm shilling something I bought. And I put I think a half a soul or 2 soul in there. So I didn't put a lot of money in there. I'm just saying, who knows? Who knows? But I took a shot on it. It'll probably go to absolute zero. I'm sharing my journey with you guys more than shilling. It'll probably go to zero. Wow, back below. We didn't hold. No good. 15-minute needs the holder. That's not a good sign here for Bitcoin. We got to get back above that level. I don't want to see a 15-minute candle close. In 4 minutes, it's going to close below. That's bearish for BTC. And yes, we will get to cat slap. It's going to happen. All right. $35 million market cap. Cap slap is out of control. Absolutely ripping. In the last hour, it ripped. It ripped more since you asked about it, right? Big lock liquidity, too. Wow. And it's just 2 days of absolute loveliness. It hasn't gone down. It's up magnanimously. You'd think it would have to come back at one point. I guess you have to watch this in a very small time frame. I don't know what to say about this. You take a shot or you don't. You know what I mean? At this point, it's just so early. It's ripping. I mean, you could say this was the flag there, though. The measured move is here. It's headed up to there. That's where it will likely stop. Once it stops, it'll pull back. Yeah, low and high stochastic. Almost need the 1 second chart, really, right? It's strong at 35 million. I don't know what's going on, why it's got such an awesome move. Cat slap. Let's see the Twitter. 7,000 followers. We're live. There ain't no slap like a cat slap. I guess that. New all-time high. The slap keeps coming. 2,000 holders. Pamp it. Super active. Cat slap. I mean, it can have a video. The cats do slap you in the face, right? So it's a popular meme of its own self that could do damage. Interesting. Right. And it's crazy, right? Oh, wow. 98,460. We're playing with that 200 MA here on that 15. No go. That's when I say no. And we get back above it, I'm back in, right? But right there, that's when I get a little disinterested there, right? At the same time, everything's been bought up. The last time we stood at 98.4, we just sat there even, flat. Whole market sitting and waiting here. Are altcoins responding to the downside? Are they getting a little pullback? You look at Sol, that will be kind of your leader. Is Sol red right now? A little bit, but what goes up must come down, right? And honestly, like, anything could happen, right? We have very high greed right now. They've pulled a lot of retail into the market. Whoever was up huge was able to sell bags to these people. So some people were selling here, okay? You can't buy without selling, so people were selling. Who was selling? You know, whales were buying the last few days some bigger coins too. So the whales, the market's getting propped up by big money, which tells me that Bitcoin will somehow, some way get back above this 15. I don't know how, but the big money gotta come in, send that puppy to the upside. We are going to close now though at 46 seconds. That's bearish. That is now bearish. We didn't do it that time. We didn't do it that time. We have not closed the 50-minute candle below the 200 MA since right here on November 18th. It's been 5 days since a 15-minute candle closed below the 200 MA. Look at that. I'm just pointing out something that's... So to most people, they don't see that. But to someone like me, that's significant. It's a tiny move. It's a blip in the radar to the average trader. But to the seasoned mind, it's something to worry about. It's something to say, you know what? That's no good. Now, we were here before, 98.4, and we sat there flat for whatever reason. But that tells me that a short could be, you know, I don't like shorting Bitcoin, though. I wouldn't short Bitcoin in a big uptrend. I'd just, you know, dial back. My logical mind tells me the whole world wants to buy, and this thing's going to pump. And it's a low, a high, and that's still a higher low. Unless we break this low, we're still in an uptrend slightly here in this little flag. I got faith. Bitcoin will come back above this 200 MA. And I did not bail on my trades. If this closes below, and then if we start making a bear flag, and if we do a bearish retest, then but that definitely has me thinking right there. It's definitely an undervalue. You're definitely buying undervalue. You're not buying, you're not chasing for sure, right? SENDOR looks at ZK race. So Brett about to send to 28 looks very likely. Just looks like it's something that's going to happen. You never know, but it looks very, very likely. Brett just came on weeks, November 20th too, just came out too. So they're starting to add a lot of coins. They're doing their due diligence, understanding what they got to do to get you going. Shout out to Weeks. Shout out to Andy. Shout out to the whole team. Blessings on blessings to everyone out there. It's a blessing to be alive. So kind of a sketchy time. Do you want, people are going to, if you didn't ape in the last few weeks and you want to ape in right now, it's kind of like, you're aping in at a little bit of a top of a, but at the same time, if you're in for the next 4 or 5 months, it may pan out. But again, I'm not a financial advisor, so you got to have your own plan and thought process behind all that. Okay, back to the super chats. We have so many, and they keep coming in. Shout out to the $334 in chat revenue, 1,068 likes. And I said at 1,000 likes, we'd put someone in the group, so we're going to do that in a second here. I've been watching your channel for so long. God bless you, brother. I love you. So let's see here how we're doing. Can you look at CatSlap? We got into there. Blessing. CatSlap just ripping. $34 million market cap. Can you look at COTI? We got there. IOTA and HOPPY. Can you look at ARKM? Thank you so much. ARKM, one of my favorite coins. I've been in ARKM for a while. Solana's going to pump, baby. I just don't see how it doesn't. Gearing up for a nice move there. I'm going to even possibly set up a lev trade there on Solana. Bitcoin looks like it's going to bounce here off at that lower volume area. I keep the trade alive. Let's go to Sol here. Soul, baby, soul. Soul per. Why is that? Oh, my mouse is moving. That's why. They got the drip. They got that drip. Soul drip. So people buy Soul to buy memes. Okay? Memes get hot. People want to get in. They got to buy Soul first. Then they sell Soul. But then the meme goes up. Then they buy more Soul. Then they lose some Soul. Then they buy more Soul. Soul keeps getting bought. Okay? The ecosystem runs on Soul. Whether you win or you lose, you got to get into Soul. All right? This is the next possible move for Soul here to the upside. Bang. 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. Stop loss can be below 251. 250 psychological. We broke above it. Nice to see if we can keep that move. I'd lower my leverage down on Soul to 5 or 4. And I usually don't even trade altcoins on Lev ever. It's very rare. I've done it like 4 or 5 times in the last year. Very rare. When I do it, it means that the opportunity is just so likely that I'm going to take advantage of it. Right? Like I made, I took a realized gain of like I made 10 or 20 racks. We're up 40 racks. We got positions all over the place. If I lose 500 today, I'm still up huge. It wouldn't be a big deal. The 1 hour doesn't look amazing with that curve stochastic though. 15-minute is coming back down. The 1 hour would have to flip for me. If again, same scenario here for Bitcoin. If the 15-minute loses the 200 MA, I would have to bail, right? We bring this up a little bit. Things are starting to look pretty nice here for Solana. And we are getting tight. And the channel is just, that's a beautiful ascending triangle. These have been breaking out absolutely lovely for the last few days. 260 has been psychological, right? And again, if we even just start to lose this, I could cut the trade off here, probably at a $250 loss and not even really stress it too much. If it rips, we're making $2,000, right? And I feel like we could, what if you lower the leverage? So if I go in heavy, I could make $20,000 and risk 5,000, right? It's so crazy. I mean, technically, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, why not? If I even lost $2,000 a day, it wouldn't even matter. So why not go for it, and risk it for the 7 racks at that point. Let's see how this comes down to the bottom of the channel and bounces. Bitcoin kind of pulling down here at 440, playing with that 200. Now, Bitcoin gets back above that 15. Solana bounces the whole market. See how we're all kind of watching now. This is how the market works. It's not easy. People make it look easy, but nothing is easy in trading. People try to make it look easy, but nothing is easy. So this is the trade, the next trade I'm willing to dabble on here. And I'm looking at the risk that I want to take. Somewhere between 500 and 1,000 is more likely for me. I don't even have to take the risk at all and end the day up green. That's why sometimes I don't even take it, because I'm like, what's the point? Right? And they'd almost like to get more out of Soul out of a smaller move, right? It's like 1,900 for 65. That feels nice. You got the whole market behind you, one of the best assets, and a lot of people buying memes. So there's like a high feeling that you would be able to win the trade without too much stress, which would lead me to believe I can put more money in than normal. All right. But again, that's, that's logical thinking. That's how traders make a living. You don't always make your biggest hit every day. Sometimes, as a day, day trading's gone, I started day trading leverage now and it's gone way better. I make sure I'm out at the end of the day and I look at my P&L each month and it's way better than, I used to just like dabble with leverage here or there, and I had to go all in or nothing. It had to be something I did every day and make it a living out of it. Now I make a living leverage trading. Like I could make a couple $100,000 leverage trading. That's just part of my life now. And then I do the other stuff on the side. And then but the big money comes from, your Cardano holds, your Bitcoin holds, getting yourself stacked up for the bull run. But having all these different skills is amazing. I didn't have the skill of leverage trading. If people knew me in my trading group, even I used to tell people not to leverage trade. because I made a good amount of money without doing it. And so I felt like it was just wrong to tell people to do things that I had, you know. And so that's kind of how I looked at it. I didn't want to push people to do things they shouldn't do that I didn't do. I thought it was, you know, then I dabble with it. I do it every day now. I showed people how we get it done the right way, always using a stop loss, risking less than the portfolio. And things tend to work out for us. It tends to be a pretty good, you know, it works out in our favor. So, yeah, that's just kind of, yeah, that's how we do it. Now here we are, rejected by the 2 on the wick there. You see that? But a green candle holding. We have 6 minutes. And only they got us in a pattern here, a holding pattern, and only time will tell. Solana at 259.97. Trade is calling my name. These altcoins, baby, these altcoins. And greed kicks in and out around now too. There's a lot of greed in the market. Remember that. A lot of greed. And so as the greed kicks in, people are going to do crazier and crazier things with their money. You know, just don't throw your money away just because you're full of greed. That's all. Take it one step at a time, one day at a time. But if memes are hot and Bitcoin can hold, Solana will pump. You see? Like you're playing a narrative of fundamentals as well as on the charts. And you know, you got to risk what you're willing to lose so you can go to sleep at night with the trade open. If you can't, then you can't breathe. It's not going to work. And think about Brett's the biggest one on Coinbase. People are going to run into Brett. It's just there. They're going to run into Floki. Floki's there. Okay. This is what's just going to happen on the day. All right. Brett passing 18, and Brett could really start to move now. Maybe be gone. It's got a big enough market cap too that it's now getting less risky than the other coins. You see? Okay. Be careful though. The market could take a spin down right now in any moment, and then we'd have to cover. So sad, but say we did get it. It's very frothy. And so I'd watch this very closely. I can't stand when I have to be like the bear of reality. Because I just want to say it's all going to go up and it's all great, but it's never the case in trading. We never know. One step at a time, and anything is possible. We could even see though Bitcoin fall down and altcoins continue to pump. Like the money really just flowing into the altcoins. ARKM was in like a strange flag, but you knew that it was one of the hotter coins. And to me, it was going to have to pump, right? And I see ARKM going to 315. Only a matter of time till ARKM hits that key level, right? So I'd watch ARKM to go up to 315. I'm in ARKM. I've been in ARKM for a long time now. And ARKM's about to rip. It just broke out too. And it broke out above, what, the $218 level? Yeah, 219 for ARKM. And I see it headed up to 315. Frothiness all over the market here. Bitcoin showing some signs of life as they're just, look at this strange behavior, right? Look at the candle. It's such a strange candle. Red though, they broke it. And now they closed the candle again below. No good. You see? In 2 minutes, the second candle will close below the 200 MA. Not a good sign for the market. Not a good sign for BTC. Let's hope this is Bitcoin dumping and the altcoins pumping though, right? More Bitcoin dominance falling to the downside. But that's going to show you that if you're in a Bitcoin trade, no go. Not doing well there, right? And there is the plow down. I cut off my trade, took a 97 loss on the Bitcoin trade because why? Why go down with the ship? No reason. 98,330. And there you go. You lost the 200 MA. We showed you haven't done that. You haven't closed the candle below it in 5 days. Right? Tells you that there could be more dump coming here for Bitcoin. So just be careful. 98,333 now. And there's the dump. Right? And where are we going? Like I showed you. First stop is going to be here at 98,000. Right there, we have this like 98,000. Then you could probably be a pretty big gap down to 97. All right. See if BOOKMAP is showing any signs of liquidity. It's really not. Oh, a little bit there, yeah. So they slid in some guys in there at 98,000. Bit of red down there, taking us further down. And you can see Bitcoin coming back down to 98 clean here. BTC. All right. And there you have it. I mean, you broke the bottom of this channel now. Now it's like, if you even had it in a falling wedge flag, it's more of, look, it looks like a descending triangle. These are bearish. They break to the downside. And so I told you exactly what's going to happen to Bitcoin, and it's happening as we speak. BTC get in the dump. Now we're getting a reversal. We beat up on small time frame, the 7 minute. You're like, well, can't we just bounce back? Aren't people going to buy this? Like, who's selling Bitcoin right now? But anything is possible. The other night, Bitcoin was dumping and the alts were pumping. But, you know, Bitcoin is still, you know, is 90% of the time, Bitcoin's going to pull back. Everything's going to pull back. Everything. No matter what it is. And there you have it. There's the fall through there. I mean, now the bots are kicking in. We've lost the 15 minute pretty nicely. All right. At the same time, I mean, I've been watching these dips and every single one of them gets bought up fast. This is the first one that's really definitively taking it down. Again, we had a move that we have been waiting on, and I've studied this so much, and I knew how significant the 50-minute 200 was. If we had lost it, it was definitely something we had to pay attention to. It was definitely something that was going to add some stress to the game. All right. And usually this will plow down. No matter how low the Stokes were, we will continue to plow to the downside. All right. And so watch your altcoin trades, you know. Look at this. Now they wicked back up. I just don't see how people aren't going to buy Bitcoin back, you know, back in. And there's a low, there's a high. That's still a higher low, right? If it was in a downtrend, wouldn't it have made a lower low? But I expected to dump down here to 97.8. That's its next area of contention, and 98,000 for BTC. And there it goes. It looks like an M pattern now, dumping to the downside. When you look at it just clean. And now my dream of the cup and handle, it all looks so good. But that's why I'm always in between. I'm always like, you know what? It's either about to be bullish or it's about to be bearish. You never know. You never know. You never know. You got to be careful every time. You got to cover. You can't be overextended. And you got to believe that you could be wrong every single time. There's just a chance you could be wrong. That's just how it is. And you're like, well, now altcoins are going to take a hit, do a panic, sell them. That's what people will do now, which is kind of crazy, right? You got to have conviction in this market or you're not going to make it. You got to have conviction or you're not going to make it, period. Just how it is. This is a bigger pullback. You know, you did something we haven't done in 5 days. Remember that. And you've lost the 200 MA now. You get racked back above it, it's, you know, it's more likely we get a nice little fall through, and the 8 hour doesn't look amazing as well. Right? I'm going to take some profits. I'm just going to take a little profit here and there. Just in a couple of my swing trades, things that I just really put some money in to make some extra money on, right? What happens is the market gets so frothy, people get overextended, you get too excited. This used to happen to me a lot, and then you go in way too hard at the wrong time, okay? Because you just feel like it has to be, you know? That's why I'm always waiting, always watching, always curious. Now, we might get a bounce here. This is a good place to buy. See, 98,000. We should be getting a bounce here. We should be getting a bounce. But if you're, it depends on how much money you have in the market. All right. Look, we got to bounce off that first level here. People front ran actually that support. 5 minutes from now, we could be back in the pattern, ripping to the upside. That's just the kind of market this could be. I have no idea what's going to happen. But I do know what likely happens based on the market's probabilities, right? It's funny. Yesterday, someone was like, I'm sick of this coin. I'm selling JASMY, right? And I was like, it'll probably pump tomorrow. And it's so funny, right? Look at it go. Shout out to my people holding their JASMY. And before you know it, it'll be back up to 4 cents. You know what I mean? I literally read a tweet yesterday. The guy was like, I'm sick of holding this crap coin. I'm selling it all now. It's done nothing. And literally it pumped the next day. He said that. It's so funny, man. It always does that. It always does that. Last cycle, we did the exact same thing. Went to 19.8, then flash crashed the entire market. Right? I just think it's a good place to take some profitos. You know? Like I was heavy in some big coins. I figured I'd take a little profit out of them and then swing trade them again. Right? You don't have to be all in all the time. But then there's still coins ripping. See, this is the type of market we're in. You know, like I'm up huge on JASMY now. Pretty awesome if you think about it. So. Brett dumping a little bit too now, but then pumping back up. I mean, the whole market's kind of like, what the heck is going on now? Whole market's acting erratic. You see? The smart people are using this moment to buy dips and keeping a cool head. All right? But I do see more downside coming for Bitcoin. Right? Ah. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so boom to the upside there. 98,000. Man, the market will get you, man. It's like so many weird things in this market. All right. What do I buy? I'm lost. For people just holding coins without leverage, when do you think this cycle would finish? I don't know, honestly. Yeah, I have no clue. It looks like it could end in March. It looks like it could end in December. You know what I mean? There's no guarantees. I honestly don't know. You know? I don't know. I don't know. Lifer, please check Pepe and Stellar entry 05. Yeah. Matic, Doge. We did most of these super chats. Just want to make sure. ZK Race. I don't know. Probably not. Saucer Swap. ISO compliant doing good. I think we did pretty good here. Bitcoin falling to the downside as kind of predicted if we did lose the 200 MA on the 15-minute. And now we're hitting the level, and I see us going to the next level, probably further to the downside too as well. All right. So, yeah, big move could happen. And look, we're dropping further down here all the way to 97 now. And everyone's going to react to this market in a funny way. We are super high on the fear and greed. All right. So. Yep. And see Solana losing now. Again, DCAing is the key here. That's why buying little bits at a time is the key. Little bits at a time is how you take advantage of these situations. okay? And you don't get yourself overextended. Little bits at a time, little bits at a time. Like, these are great little pieces to buy here and there as we go on our journey. All right. As long as you have a long-term plan and you keep yourself calm, you're going to be in a pretty good spot. All right. No matter what. Remember, the market is pretty overheated. All right. Now let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Is that coming back? Right? No, a little bit. Okay. Look at Tether dominance. Is that coming back? All right. A little bit. Is it likely to rip? No, it's probably going to come back a little bit and then continue to dump. Like, let's take a look at where it's at. You do your analysis on Tether dominance, right? Well, you came to a key area of support, what you've hit before, and you have bounced from. So a bit of a double bottom possible. You have to look at that. What are your next areas of support or resistance? Well, you bounced there, so you could have resistance there. And then where's your 21? Well, it's right there. Usually you come back to it, right? So you'd think, okay, we would make a flag here. Well, the 21 would come back, and then we could probably continue to dump. So it could just be a cool off area here. Bitcoin got super overheated. It had to cool off a little bit. Just something that happened. Okay. It is what it is. And then you look here at kind of how the market's moving. Wow. Yeah. Anyway, and look, tightness, and it drops further down. I mean, so that's what you're looking for, okay? And people are going to be DCAing into altcoins right now. Their greediness for altcoins, I believe, is going to just be too high to really... The normal Bitcoin dips are going to be there, but they're not going to be as scary comparatively because people are going to want to buy altcoins. That's it. And this thing will come back. I mean, look at this. It's already bouncing back pretty fast. All right? Remember, the whole world wants to buy Bitcoin. It's the dips shouldn't be as scary as they will be. They should be pretty fast. And again, that's a low. That's a high. That's a higher low. You do have to take this low out to create a downtrend. All right? Remember that. Keep your trend analysis alive. Hey, you're watching this happen with me right now. We're reacting to the market as it's behaving. But our analysis will keep us calm. All right? It drops back down here to 97,200. Okay. Interesting. And I think it bounced. Look at it. It's bouncing right back up. And again, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you what's going to happen. All I can do is manage my emotions, have a plan, and go after my plans the best I can. Right? That's it. That's all you can do too. Nobody is superhuman. No one has the answers. Everyone's mind starts thinking like someone has all this. No. Then how does one make it in the market? It's about ourselves. It's about getting to know ourselves. Handling ourselves properly. That's the key. All right? That's the key. Everybody, I got to jump on out of here for the day. My family needs me. It's been a long Saturday morning with each and every one of you. But at one point, I do have to bail. I can't do every single super chat anymore. I wish I could. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Memes After Dark is looking pretty good. BTT, Funkadelic, TA for Mover. I can't do every super chat. I love y'all. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. We're back above 98,000. Hey, and if we get back above the 15-minute Tutor May, we could be back in business here. We didn't come to the 30-minute too. We got there before that. But usually once you lose that 15-minute, it's kind of declared the beginning of a bigger pullback. Remember, we haven't broken the 50-minute Tutor May since all the way back here on November 18th. It's been a while. So, that's usually the beginning of a rollover. But we'll see. Maybe there's just so much frothiness for Bitcoin. So we'll see. But I'm giving it to you straight here. If this is an M pattern and you look at it like an M, it could drop right down here to about 96,200. All right. All right, everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow for another beautiful, amazing live stream. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. Are we going to dump or pump when I get back? Because we're below the 200 MA, it's more likely we are lower. Like when I get here tonight, it's like we're somewhere in the 97,300 area, but you never know with how frothy Bitcoin is. We could be back inside the pattern. I'll keep you guys updated in the trading group. We'll go over it. We'll talk about it, and we'll have a blast. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. May God bless you all. Thank you so much for your most precious asset, which is your time. May the show go on. I'll see you tonight. Thank you so much for everything, everyone. If I miss your super chat, I'm so sorry. I can't do every single one of them anymore. I got to do the best I can. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tonight.